eyes are on the Jaguars' burner at wide receiver, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Jags and the Broncos on Monday Night Prime Time.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on second down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. A 1st down throw for Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mills on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down, Murray.
This defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play here. Touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record, 31.
And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Murray now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mills to the air again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4th six-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Mills. And that is caught. And he has now tied the touchdown. CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a toss left side for Edwards.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it all off with a touchdown reception.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some...
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mills now.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bonito in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. Throw caught there by Willis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st down, Mills.
Able to find Willis.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We can't have that.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have the right to the football?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Mills.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He finds his man complete. It's Willis.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Mills to throw it. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mills again.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Nick Bonito in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Murray with a 3rd and long. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Davis Mills and the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 25 yards that time. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense. Touchdown, Broncos! James Robinson from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to at least get 1 score back. Point after, right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side. I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mills. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You make all of a sudden.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Throwing, Mills. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on out to our studio. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. A first down throw for Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Mills on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to...
Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Now Mills on fourth down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mills to the air again. Again, it's Carson with another catch. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have widened the gap now to 50 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray finds Dulcich out left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 41. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But still in the 3rd quarter, they're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Mills. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th down, Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. Will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The score, Jaguars 79, Broncos 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
First down, Mills.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here's Mills.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
To throw, Mills.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
The Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Murray now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Now, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Third and short yardage, Mills.
He finds his man, complete. That's Carson.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carson.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mills again. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Murray. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A first down throw for Mills.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring.